Do you want to break free from being overwhelmed and anxious about your seemingly unending schedule? Then watch till the end of this video because we're dropping bombs for you.
It's your life and wealth coach, Coach Rophe, back at it again. And in today's video, guys, I am bringing back a special guest. So if you are someone who has been watching this channel for quite some time, you've already seen him before. I made a previous video with him, and that person is Coach Philip. So, Coach Philip, it's nice to have you again. Can you please introduce yourself again for the sake of those who are new to this channel?
Thanks for having me here again, bro. It's my honor. And for those of you who just subscribed to Rophe's channel, I welcome you all. And by the way, my name is Philip Enoch, and I am a peak productivity and performance coach. I help millennial entrepreneurs optimize their time and get their tasks done without the feeling of overwhelm and burnout.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you back. And, Coach Philip, to get straight to the point, what is that thing that we could implement in our lives for us to overcome the feeling of feeling overwhelmed?
That's a great question, bro. And actually, that is one of the most common questions that my clients ask me. And whenever they ask me that question, I always say one same thing. That is, be present in this moment. Because, oftentimes we're so busy planning with our next action plans, especially entrepreneurs and people who are driven for growth, right? Like, what's my next level? What would be the better result for my business? Or maybe for some of you, what would I eat for dinner? Will my ex text me back? Okay, a lot of things like that. We are so busy processing in our mind what to do next, to the point that we often overlook what's very essential. And for me, it is right now in this moment. Because the past already happened, the future will come eventually. But what we all have is this moment. For us to lessen the overwhelm, let us clear our minds. Clear your mind so that you can think clearly as well. And when you think clearly, you can operate beyond the mundane or normal routine that you have. And this is one key for us to achieve that peak productivity and performance when we are so focused in one thing in this moment, doing our best consciously. Eventually, the results will show up and even beyond and exceed your expectations.
Oh, thank you so much for talking about that, Coach Philip. And while I was listening to you, I actually started to reflect upon my life. And I've realized that, in times in my life wherein I'm actually present, wherein I'm actually there at the moment, like maybe it could be a family gathering, maybe I'm with my mom or dad. When I'm in that moment, in the present, that's usually when I enjoy the moment to its very fullest, if that makes sense. Compared to, times in my life wherein if I were to remember and look back, times in my life wherein I'm doing something, like maybe that's eating or maybe it's working on a report. However, while I'm working on what I'm working on, I'm thinking of something else. And what usually happens if I were to remember is that my results are not usually that good because I'm doing something, but I'm not really at in the moment while I'm doing it. So thank you so much for sharing that, and it really made me start to reflect on how I do things. So, Coach Philip, I think a good question that most people have in their minds, including me, is, how can we start being more present? Because even to this day, I myself have a lot of times wherein I'm not present, I'm not present. So, how can we start implementing what you've just shared into our lives?
That's great because we're talking about action plans this time. Okay, a simple thing that I can share with you guys is this one. Pause. Pause. Why pause? Because this principle is one of the most overlooked principle, especially in our hustle culture. Because in this generation, we're always told to grind, 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 and we overlook the value of rest and pausing for a while. So how does pause look like if we're going to apply that? For some people, they apply meditation in their lives, but if you're someone who are not comfortable with that, it's totally fine. Okay, you don't have to become a monk for you to be present in this moment. What I would suggest is that start small by pausing 3 minutes each day. So how does it look like? So if you are someone who are in your smartphone or in your laptop right now, if you're sitting in front of your laptop or sitting with your cell phone, I want you to pause this video for 3 minutes. Okay, I pause this video for 3 minutes and just look around you and be aware of the things that is with you at this present moment. Okay, like for example, if you are with, for example, I have my eyeglass case. Okay, I want you to put your attention in your eyeglass case and then just caress it, touch it, okay, touch it and feel, is it rough, is it smooth, or whatever it is. If you're with your table at this moment, then you can touch your table, feel the edges, and take a deep breath while doing it, just for you to take your awareness back in this moment. Okay, because a lot of times, just like what I said earlier, when we're eating, we always think about the things, that the report that we have to do, the prospect we have to call, whatever is that. But as a simple practice to become present in the moment is to pause while just becoming aware of your surroundings. If you're having a pen or a pencil, you can put your attention in your pencil and then feel the edges, the how pointed it is, how the eraser, whatever that is. And maybe you can become aware of some details that you haven't become became aware earlier before you did this activity. So guys, I'd like you to try this for yourself. There's nothing weird about this though, because you're just putting your attention in the small things in this present moment, especially with you, bro. I'd like you to try this also for yourself, just to put your awareness back in the present moment. So for us to become present, just pause and put your awareness in our present moment.
Thank you so much, Coach Philip, for what you've shared. And definitely, yes, I'm going to try out the pausing. And while you were speaking, I realized an important thing. And that is, yes, I agree with being present because, at the end of the day, there's nothing we can do to change the past. And there's no certainty in the future. What we are sure of is here and now. At this very time and at this very moment that you are watching this YouTube video with maybe your family, yourself, or whatever is the case. So thank you so much, Coach Philip. I appreciate the value you have given to us this afternoon. And yeah, for those who want to work with Coach Philip and me on a personal level, both our social media are linked in the description below. So go send us a message and we'll respond to you as soon as we could. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much, guys. Peace out.